3, 2, 1. We live. What's going on, my ninjas? How are you today? It's Friday, January what? What's the day? Is it the 7th? 7th? Super excited for the next 2 weeks that are coming up. We do apologize for the glare from this beautiful Florida sunshine. It's 85 degrees here in Florida. I love it. Hey, listen, this is going to be a live Q&A. I'm not sure how long I can stay on right now, but this is your opportunity to ask me whatever you want about sales or business or anything else that is related to your job or your business. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, give me a hearts or something like that. So here's the deal, guys. So I charge get it, boy. I charge $5,000 an hour for one-on-one consultations. And when I do that, essentially, I'm just answering questions kind of like this. So I've got a little bit of a drive here, about 15, 20 minutes. So I wanted to open up the floor for some questions. And I've got Brittany sitting here next to me to watch the feed to see what questions are being asked. So what I'm really curious about is what is stopping you out there? What's stopping you from making more money? You better turn that down, girl. What's stopping you from making more money? Just turn your volume down. What's stopping you from making more money? What objections are you running into in the field when you're presenting something that the clients are telling you no? Like, what objections are you running into? Is it the I want to think about it? I got to talk to my spouse. I got to get other quotes. My brother's uncle's friend's wife's niece's nephew actually is in the air conditioning business up in Pennsylvania, and I want to talk to him first. What is it that's stopping you? So here's all you've got to do. I'm going to give you all my time right now. All you've got to do is tag 2 people in the comments. Just put 2 people's name in the comments. And then put your question in the comments. All right, put your question in the comments, and then I'll answer it for you. And then, as a gift for you just asking a question, I'm going to give you something very special. All right, something that I charge $2,000 for every day. And if you're live right now, please type in live in the comments. If you're watching this on a replay, type in replay. The best replay question, I'm actually going to do a live on as well. And I'm going to give that person a $2,000 program that I created last year. Okay? So that's what you got to do. So we're going to wait for the first question. And if there's no questions, I guess I just hit the stop button. What's stopping you? What is keeping you from living the life of your dreams? If you could ask me 1 or 2 questions, what would they be? While we're waiting for the first question, if there's anybody out there right now that has always wanted to get some time with me, on Sunday, I'm going to be flying out of Page Field here in Fort Myers. I probably shouldn't have said the airport, but I'm going to be flying out of Fort Myers and I'm going to head to Tucson. It's going to be about 4.5, maybe 5 hours in the air.
With a stop, it'll be like 6-7 hours, maybe.
4.5 hours of flight time. We're going to stop one time for fuel. And so I'll be spending about 5 hours or so on that plane. And I've got 1 seat and 1 seat only that I'm going to open up for one of you. If you'd like to come fly with me, just put down in the comments, I want to fly with Gene. All right. And either myself or one of my team members will reach out to you and they'll let you know what the dealio is, right? How you can get that done. And then also, if that's too quick for you, I'm flying out of Tucson on the jet on this is private jet, by the way. On Saturday, we'll be flying out, headed to Birmingham. So I've got 1 seat available for somebody in Birmingham or from Tucson to Birmingham. You just got to find your way to either Fort Myers or to Tucson, and you can fly with me one way to those locations. I'll give you all of my attention, all of my time, all of my experience, all of my energy, and Well, let's just put it this way. It's not going to be free, but it's going to be super, super, super cheap compared to what I normally charge. All right. So if you want to fly with me, just in the comments put fly with Gene. Cool. All right. Thank you, Danny Rice, for putting live. I'm losing my voice. A lot of talking, a lot of videos. Plus, I just got over something. Is this going to be a flop? Are you guys going to make this a flop? You don't have any fucking questions? I guess you guys are all making 1 million, 2 million, 5 million bucks a year, and you're not interested in how you can get to the next level. I'm just going to keep promoting shit. Boom, there we got a question. All right, tell me what the question is. Well, it's come up. It's by Chris Nall. I'm a new sales manager in HVAC, but I have 20 years in the automotive sales industry. What is the best way to sell monthly memberships? Oh, freaking great question, Chris. All right, so here's what you want to do. On all of your service calls and all of your maintenance calls, you want to create a list. And that list should include everything that that client needs to do to get their system back up to factory fresh condition or in good working order. Okay? And that stuff is what is mandatory. And then I want you to keep looking at the system. And I want you to put down things that you believe the client will need to pay attention to in the near future. Put those in a second section. Put a subtotal under the mandatory, and then add those near future items to that subtotal and get yourself another subtotal. All right. So we've got 2 sections on our list so far. And then continue to look and see if there's anything that that client, if they purchased, you think that they would love it, it would change their lives, it would be nice to have. All right. And then you're going to put all that stuff in the bottom section of your list, do another subtotal, which would be the grand total for the entire list. All right. So up in your mandatory section, the last thing that you want to put in there in the mandatory, underneath all the other things, is 12-month maintenance agreement with your company or 12-month club membership with your company. Put 12-month Air Genie maintenance agreement or comfort specialist maintenance agreement, whatever the name of your company is, and then put 159 bucks or whatever it is for that agreement. Underneath that, put priority repair service, put next two tune-ups, and put 20% or 15% discount on repairs, whatever it is that you offer. 3 separate lines underneath that. And then make that maintenance agreement a part of the mandatory section and make sure that the client gets a 15 to 20% discount on all of the items by getting the maintenance agreement so that it's more expensive by a couple dollars to not get the agreement. So the agreement essentially comes for free. Okay? It's cheaper to get the agreement than to not get the agreement. Plus, you get all these benefits. You get your next 2 tune-ups. You get 15% off or discounted repairs. You get priority repair service. You get all these other benefits. That's actually how I doubled my maintenance agreements in 14 months. That plus, here's another tip. I decided that I needed to make the maintenance agreement so attractive for my technicians that they thought the clients were stupid to not get one. All right. So what I did, this is a little secret. I don't tell many people this, Chris, but I actually had my $149 agreement and I discounted it $10 for every year that the customer's system was old. Here in Florida, the average lifespan's 8 to 12 years. So at 149 bucks, I knew I was going to have to take off 10 times 10, which is 100 bucks. So it'd be a $49 agreement for somebody who had a 10-year-old system. Crazy, Gene. That's what my technicians said. They'd be stupid not to do it. That's what I needed. I needed my technicians bought in that maintenance was stupid if the client didn't do it because it was so damn cheap. I hope that that makes sense. Here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you. You cannot charge enough for a maintenance agreement to make money on them. It costs you about 150 bucks minimum just to get your technician to their door to do the deal with the chemicals and all the other bullshit that you got to go through. So don't worry about the cost of the maintenance agreement. It's inconsequential. You want the agreement because that agreement is worth $750 to $1,000 per agreement on an exit in the company. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Question?
Yep. Danny Rice says setting urgency on a sewer camera inspection.
I don't really understand the question.
Setting an urgency on sewer camera inspection. So when someone needs a sewer
Okay.
camera inspection.
I'm not going in there right now. There's lawn people and everything there. We just drove by a house that we're looking at. So beautiful freaking pad over here. Insane. Are you the boss of me?
I am because there's.
Are you the boss of me?
Yeah, you see that?
No, yeah, there's a police officer.
And we're driving.
Hello,
around
Mr. Police
random.
Officer. I went down this road and I came back in a black Yukon Denali, all tinted out. We do apologize for any inconvenience. Let me see if I can wave at him. Boom. Be nice to the cops. 5-0. They're here to protect us. And give me laughs about that. No. What's the next question? Sewer, building an urgency for a sewer camera inspection. Well, what the hell is happening? Do they have slow drains? What is going on? I kind of need a little bit more information. If the customer's got a slow drain, I'd bring them into where the drain was, and I would turn the water on as part of my going over the findings with them. And let's say it was the master bathroom, and I had a slow drain or something like that, and I felt like the drains were plugged up. So I would turn on the water as part of the inspection or the going over the findings with the client. I'd go, look at that right there. Has it always been doing that? They'll either know what I'm talking about or they won't. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that it's a slow drain. It's not draining fast, it's building up. So, what's going on here? Has it always been doing this? When did this start? What are you talking about? How long has this drain been going this slow? How long has it been like this? Uh, and they're going to give you an answer, right? Most of us know when we've got a slow drain or we don't have a slow drain. Oh, about 6 months. Do you know why that happens? No. So you weren't aware that that happens because when we're doing our hair here and stuff, there's hair that goes down there. Plus, there's other stuff from the water that actually builds up over time. Well, that could be in the sink for sure. It depends on where we're at, right? Let's say that the sink is not draining properly or the disposal side is not draining properly. Do you know why this happens? So you weren't aware that this is what happens when grease and other things like that go down there and start to plug things up. Have you? Do you know what happens? We got another. This is not a cop, but this is a fire department. I think we're all freaked out, right? Anybody else doesn't like it when cops are behind us? So I would ask them questions. Did you know? Were you aware? Would you believe? Do you suppose? So you didn't know. So you weren't aware. I would start every piece of information that I was going to give them with that and turn it into a question as opposed to making right? Because you guys want to tell people how smart you are so that they will trust you. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, does it? Because they don't understand our business. They become a deer in the headlights and have one of those resin moments. If you ever attended one of my classes, you know what I mean. So I would start to ask questions about things that could happen. I ask myself, what could happen in this scenario? What is the damage that could be done? So I want to ask you, Danny, what's the damage that could be done if things plug up? Where is it going to overflow? What is it going to damage? And then I might start throwing some questions in there like that. Did you know that the average or that the average person that has this problem, when it actually backs up, that it causes X number of dollars in damage, it causes X number of days for them to get somebody out to clear the thing, to make everything better and to get things cleaned up. Like, you want to talk about the hot buttons, the inconvenience, the money that it's going to cause them, health and safety concerns.
Yeah,
Right?
why? Like, do they need? Is there no water treatment? Like, do they need that? Is that the cause?
Right. And most of you guys are going out there and go, well, if you don't do this, this is going to happen. Instead of doing that and making it kind of like a scare tactic type thing, why don't you ask them questions? Did you know that when you let this go, that this is what happens. Were you aware that the last 5 clients that I've actually had that didn't address this problem ended up with XYZ? That's what establishes a need. That's what gets them to want to fix the problem that they have. And then here's your next question, Danny. Ready? Would you like to know what our clients have us do when we run into this situation? Yes, they have us get one of our senior technicians out with a camera to go through the entire piping system to see where the necessary areas are for us to clear so that your system keeps running free, keeps flowing, so that you don't have backups, so that you don't have property damages, you don't have an inconvenience, you don't have to take time off of work for, the plumber to come out.
Because how much is property damage?
And my biggest fear is that you don't do anything and you're calling me back 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now with another repair and possible property damage to go along with it. Okay, so
But
would it
how
be
much is
okay?
property
So would
damage?
it be okay if I had my senior technician come out here, run his cameras down through there, see where the real challenges are, and get you taken care of? All right, rewind the tape, Danny, and script some of this stuff out word for word. Okay? Is there another question? Because I'm really feeling my voice is about to go. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that only so many of you tuned on here. If you got anything from this, will you please put somebody's name down in the comments? You want to say
Yeah,
something?
water
Hang on a
treatment.
second.
Let's. I
Here,
mean,
Brittany, take over.
I think we should talk about water treatment and what water treatment does for our customers and why we have the plumbing issues that we
I
have
don't know.
with
Do
the
you guys?
service.
I need somebody to say water treatment in the comments if you actually want us to talk about that. Because otherwise, I'm just going to get off here. We already been on here, what, 17 minutes or so? And I don't want to bore people,
16.
right? Some people might not want to stay on. So if somebody says something about water treatment down in the comments in the next 30
I think
seconds,
water treatment's so important. I think even if you're an
you got 30
HVAC
seconds.
technician, right? If you're an HVAC technician, I think it's really important to go through their water heater, go through their plumbing system, see what they have, see what the issues are, right? Because if you're not giving them those options, then what are you really doing? Are you doing something for the client or are you doing something to them?
What is every
Treatment. We
plumbing
got
problem?
treatment.
What is the common denominator for every plumbing problem? I want to see it in the comments. What is the common denominator for every plumbing problem?
Chlorine.
Supply side.
Chlorine.
Supply side.
Chloramines. Chlorine.
I mean that's a legit answer,
Yeah,
and it would be the quality of the water.
for sure. That's
Because
every
did somebody
problem.
put
That's
that
where it
down, or
starts.
did
Yeah,
you
water
actually say
treatment.
that?
Chris, no.
Did you say chloramines? Did
Nope,
somebody else say
I
it?
did. No, I did. I said
The fuck are
chlorine
you
and
doing to me
chloramines.
here? I'm
I'm giving the
asking for
answers.
the audience to respond. I don't need you to get the damn answer. I know you got the damn answer. Fuck.
No, but it really is important. Even as an HVAC tech, no matter what you do in your state, depending on where you're at, you may not need a license to sell water treatment. So if you don't and you're an HVAC technician, you should be selling water treatment as well. Right? Look at that. Look at everything they have. If there's deposits, if there's anything around, each one of
Well,
their.
and if you don't know about water treatment, you want to reach out to us. Just put down I need training on water treatment in the comments, and somebody can get you a piece of information that ranges anywhere from free to a lot of money, right? To be trained. But we've got free stuff, free content to help you guys out there that just are meeting us, right? That it usually takes what 3, 4, 5, 6 months for somebody seeing us to realize we're not going away and that we actually know what the hell we're talking about. So,
I would
um,
say at minimum.
so we've got
For
free
sure.
stuff for you. And frankly, if you want something free from me right now, I've
Gene
got a.
calls those kangaroos.
So what's a kangaroo? You know what a kangaroo is? All right, so put kangaroo down in the comments right now, real quick, please. So you just put kangaroo, and I'll tell you what the hell a kangaroo is. You're gonna love this shit. You're gonna love it. I'm not gonna do it until somebody says kangaroo. Kangaroo. You don't want to be a kangaroo. Don't be a fucking kangaroo.
No, but I mean, the water treatment alone, what we show in 5 minutes, you could show a
I
client,
can
a
show you in
customer
5 minutes.
on a third to fifth grade reading level, right? So you could show them within seconds. So a lot of technicians go out there and they go test all these pool chemical things, and they put them, and nobody
They
understands it.
freaking get the
They get
customer
lost.
like a
They're
deer in
gone.
the headlights. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, they're gone. We have one thing that we teach, that we show, that's on a 3rd to 5th grade reading level,
3 minutes.
that everybody, that a
That's all
child,
it takes.
my 5-year-old can understand it, right? Like anybody can understand exactly how this works and
All
how
right.
fast chlorine goes into
Kangaroo,
our
somebody
system.
put kangaroo.
I did.
So kangaroo, I know I got a bunch of kangaroos out there. A kangaroo, Ryan Stewman taught me this. A kangaroo is somebody, it's a client. You guys all know these people out there. You've got these clients. Stop pointing at me, woman! Shut up! All right, you ready? Kangaroo is one of those people that their arms so short enough to stuff all your free shit in their pouch. They're too short to get back around to their wallet. You don't want to be a kangaroo, all right? You want to invest in yourself, okay? You want to put money back into your mind, and your mind is going to put money back into your wallet. What the hell are we talking about water treatment? I don't want to talk about water treatment that much. So let's talk about the number one like thing that we should throw rocks at in water treatment. And I would say that's the chlorines or the chloramines, like she was talking about, right? If you're on municipal water, they're putting chlorines and chloramines into your water. Okay.
City water, well water, no matter where you're at.
You ever get those little flappers that start to leak on you, right? You know what that's from, right? You know that did you know that that's because the chlorine is dissolving the rubber flapper?
Yeah, what causes those flappers to go bad?
Right. And question for you, do you know that anything that you put on your skin or put your skin in, like a bath or a shower, that whatever's in that it's inside of your bloodstream within 20 seconds? Like you remember that your skin's your largest organ, right? You remember when you learned that back in grade school? And so you're absorbing these chlorines, these chloramines, all this other bullshit. You're too fucking short to do that. You had a great freaking shot. I'm gonna fire her. I'm gonna hold the camera. No laughs, no nothing. Okay, I'm being mean to the woman. You gotta get.
He's not mean at all, which is so funny.
So did you know that the anybody who takes chlorinated showers, that it's the equivalent of drinking 1 gallon of chlorinated water. Chlorinated water. Do you know that people that drink chlorinated water are 90% more likely to get cancer than people that don't?
Yeah. Do you know that cancer can't grow in an alkaline body? And that within those showers that you take, within seconds, your body takes in all those chlorines, right?
Well, it absorbs the chlorine, right?
Yeah,
and we do a demonstration
half.
on this, right? And so did you know that chlorine is a cumulative toxin? What does that mean?
That it builds up.
Come on, you got to tell them what the hell that means.
That it releases a part of it, but you get to keep some of it.
What releases a part of it?
That the chlorine,
You're fucking up my role here, woman.
Your body secretes some of it.
There you go.
You get to keep some of
there
it.
You go. Yeah, your body only lets go of about half of what you absorb when it comes to chlorine. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. You get to keep it.
And your kids that are swimming in pools, taking showers, taking baths, they take baths,
you're absorbing
it. Worse than a shower, right?
So anyhow, so did you know that chlorine actually causes cancer? Do you know how it causes cancer? Are you seeing that all the information that I'm giving you, are you seeing that I'm giving it to you in the form of a question?
I went to my nail tech the other day, and she was telling me about, she's an esthetician, and she learned about chlorine, and they said it was one of the worst things that your body can ever absorb, that it actually grows cancer. I mean, crazy, from nail technicians to HVAC to plumbing, we learn this, right? And how many of your homeowners don't know that? When you don't know actually what it does to your body.
When you make your cocktail tonight, just put a 1/4 tablespoon of bleach in it.
It's a Santa Claus, right? It doesn't exist. You can't see it. It's not there. It's not real. It must not be real.
I wonder how that's connecting. So you've totally fucked up my role on questions, like I had them up in my head. But that's what I can do for you on water treatment today. I can show you how to establish a need. I can show you how to get the customer concerned about what's going on in their water. And frankly,
Cody says he loves chlorine in his blood.
Yeah. What was it that they were saying that Trump was saying, to inject yourself with chlorine or some shit? for COVID back in the day.
No, it was
Anyhow, listen, this is going way off base. When I let other people into my lives, this is what happens, and she loves the fucking dog. So I love you guys.
I do.
Yeah, she loves it. Where's your ring go?
It's at the store. Gene made me return it, and I had to leave it for a whole week so it could be shipped.
Oh no. Love you guys. Hey, listen, put 21 day down in the comments if you would like me to give you a very special gift. All right, it's a 21-day program that I'll send to you every single day for 21 days. It's $2,000 normally until the end of January, I think.
Are you talking about Trump's hydrochloroquine, the treatment for COVID?
Shut up! I'm freaking talking here. God damn it! I'm trying to fucking make an offer. I quit. Love you. Put 21 day down in the comments. I'll give you a free program. It's worth $2,000.
Love you guys.
Love you.